Hi Pisces, how are we doing today? This is your reading from the end of June, so June the 16th to the 30th. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising, because you could be in that energy as well. Now, and just a reminder, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. I just got a new deck here. This is the Angel Guide Oracle by Kyle Gray. So I'm going to start off the reading with an Oracle card for the kind of the major theme. I'm going to end with Oracle cards as well, and then just do the tarot kind of in between here. So, Pisces, you got forgiveness and understanding. Your message. As soon as you see the word forgiveness, you'll know where this energy is needed in your life. Forgiveness is a correction to a human vision, an opportunity to see things through the eyes of the soul, and ultimately it gives us an idea of what it's like to see through the eyes of our angels. Whatever situation that feels heavy on your heart right now, when this card appears, your angel guide is inviting you to release it. You aren't being asked to accept bad behavior or let it go, but to realize that the only person who can who's truly being affected by your unforgiving thoughts and feelings is you. You don't deserve to have past events get in the way of present happiness, and that can only happen if you make space by releasing painful experiences from your heart. So call in your angels and ask them to help you step into the energy of forgiveness, even if you feel like you don't know how to forgive. The willingness to do it will be enough. All right, it's a little message of forgiveness to start off our read here. Now let's go into traditional tarot. For Pisces, please. For Pisces, please. For Pisces, please. Give me a second of this energy that I'm feeling, and we'll move on from there. Right off the bat, Pisces, I'm getting this kind of just frustration kind of energy from you in these 2 weeks. It feels like you maybe have been dealing with a fire sign here. We have the Queen of Wands popping out here in the reversed, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Here, it just feels like maybe you've been kind of humming and hawing or having some decisive, not knowing what to do in this situation when dealing with this person. I get this energy of kind of a lot of combatants, a lot of energy of kind of battling or conflict here in general. We do have the Five of Wands coming up here in the reverse, which means some of this battle or some of this kind of fighting that's happening will kind of release or come to a conclusion here. I'm just kind of getting in this kind of combative energy with you, Pisces, with this fire sign. It just feels like you might have had a lot of questions or you're not sure what to do kind of next. Maybe some of you, this is a relationship, a romantic relationship. Maybe this is some of you with a friendship here. But again, just feeling this kind of just combativeness with this person or not kind of seeing eye to eye on things. With the Seven of Cups in reverse here, it says that whatever kind of confusion that we were having is going to clear up this week. So that is kind of good. It seems like, again, this energy is kind of dissipating a little bit. Maybe this has to do with the kind of the forgiveness and understanding that we were having here in the beginning here, or you're kind of, maybe this forgiveness is also for yourself as well in this situation. The thing with the Queen of Wands is when the Queen of Wands is reversed, it means that just a lot of anger is involved. Again, maybe either you getting turned to anger a lot or this other person getting turned to anger as well here. So I just kind of feel that in your energy for these 2 weeks. Yeah, releasing. I have the Four of Pentacles popping up here. I have the Six of Wands in reverse. I have the World in the reversed here. For me, this is kind of energy. that's feeling a little bit trapped. It's a feeling like we're a little bit repeating a cycle on and on here. I don't know, again, if this is maybe in our current situation, or this is maybe a pattern that you've kind of been repeating in your relationships or things for a long time now. The good thing about it is I feel like we're moving past this. Again, whatever it is here with this kind of releasing energy or this letting go energy. It's interesting though, because it has to do with this kind of Six of Wands, which is this failure energy. So I'm trying to feel what this is kind of out. It's almost like in a kind of repeated trap of not like letting things close out, but letting kind of cycles run over and over again out of the fear of failure. It's feeling like to me, or the idea of failure. You're like, I don't want to feel like or seem like a failure here, so I'm going to kind of repeat these patterns here. Or when there's a cycle or something that needs to change here, I'm not kind of closing it out because I fear that. I fear this ending. I fear this idea of failing, or this idea of, you know, maybe I was wrong in this kind of situation. So we're kind of running from that a little bit here. Again, if this is your kind of situation, I think give yourself forgiveness, or give forgiveness to the situation, or understanding to the situation as well here, because again, it feels like there is going to be this kind of resolve in these 2 weeks for you in that sense. I have the Three of Cups here, which usually talks about our friend or group dynamic. I see this as like going out with friends, spending time with friends. So if you are kind of having these kind of combative situations in your relationships right now, I think friends will be a really good call, or just hanging out with people that you trust or love kind of the most here. So I see you doing that as well, Pisces, reconnecting. Just trying to feel what I'm feeling. Yeah, it's like moving towards the people that kind of make you happy, or kind of make you spark up, or kind of have that joy here. Again, maybe you're just separating a little bit, or just giving some space or time in this situation and this kind of frustration that we are having here. And you're going to, again, connect to your friends. I think that's going to be really important, just to kind of bring that joy back, so you can kind of come out of this spiral or loop that we're having here, and into kind of a more settled time, or being around people that you love, or joyous time here as well. Yeah, Death card in reverse. Definitely cycle or something kind of repeating itself here. Scorpio energy with the Death card here, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. Or like I said before, this fire sign energy that's popping up here. What is this Death card in the reverse for Pisces? So we have the Death card in reverse, which is kind of repeating a cycle here, Justice in reversed, and we also have the Eight of Pentacles in reversed here. I want to say something. I want to say something here, and I'm going to kind of say it straightforward to you, Pisces, because nothing here is going to change unless we work on it. And it's not just in our relationships here as well, but just within ourselves. We can't change kind of without the work. You know, things aren't just going to naturally, it feels like, get better for us, or you know, we'll naturally be able to move out of these cycles of maybe picking the wrong connection, or you know, always getting fights with people energetically here. We have to kind of make the switch and change in ourselves here. I get the Justice card in reverse, that you feel like there's almost like this bad karma attached to you, or this kind of like unluckiness here, or this kind of thing where things don't go in your direction, you know, things never kind of really work out for you here. Maybe in the past you kind of got screwed over in a situation as well. But again, it's feeling like there needs to be some kind of work on this. Again, whether it's maybe using this forgiveness and understanding to kind of move on past the situation here, or whatever blocks that we are having kind of in our cycles, how we can kind of push past that, and how we can change what is happening for us here. You know, what control do we have? What can we start doing? Forgiving ourselves, forgiving situations, and moving past them, moving on. Honestly, I think life is always about death and rebirth here. And with death always comes that failure, always comes that kind of starting over again energy, and so does the tarot cards. Tarot cards has that as well here. So it feels like there needs to be just a little bit of work that needs to be done here, Pisces, either within yourself or within a situation here, to break a cycle, to break a chain of something that we might be going through over and over again here. The Justice card in reverse could mean you also were dealing with a legal situation in this, or something of a legal matter didn't kind of go the way that you wanted it to here. But again, yeah, I feel like there's this almost like feeling like nothing ever goes your way, or you're feeling like, you know, nothing ever kind of works out for me here. But there is this part missing within yourself of kind of doing the work. And if you get offended by that, or if you're like frustrated by me saying that, I mean, take a look at that, being like, why am I getting upset about that? You know, like what is causing me to kind of feel like that? You know, what is causing me to feel like angry about this? If someone's saying, hey, maybe there needs to be a little bit more work done here within yourself. Because my immediate reaction would be the same. I'd be like, well, fuck you. But it's not about that. And that was 11/11 when I said fuck you. But it's true. It's like, okay, and then what is that kind of anger? You know, what is that thing saying about me here? It's feeling like maybe I feel, you know, I feel like a failure. I feel like energy here, feeling disappointed. But then again, I take that out in anger. I take that out on like other things here, right? If someone is like, well, maybe you go do the work for this, it's like, I am doing the work, but it's like, am I actually kind of doing the work here? You know, am I changing my energy? Am I, again, coming in from more forgiveness and understanding of other people, that we're all kind of human beings. We're going through the kind of all these trials within ourselves. Again, and just like what the card said, it's not to excuse bad behavior or someone kind of crossing a boundary for you here, but then that's kind of forgiveness of yourself for like letting that happen. You know, like I forgive myself for you know, allowing myself to be treated that way. From now on, I'll be differently, and that's kind of doing the work. How can we make changes? How can we stop a cycle here that keeps kind of repeating itself? For Pisces, please. For Pisces, please. Well, getting a I feel like all my readings have been kind of like really kind of intense these 2 weeks, which is kind of interesting because you're like, most of the time it's summertime here, but it feels like some kind of like intensity or kind of work happening. We have the Hierophant in reverse here, Taurus energy, Queen of Cups, 5 of Cups reversed, and the 10 of Swords coming in here. The Hierophant in reverse kind of represents energy of kind of like higher power, disconnecting from that, natural kind of rebellion. Here, this could be, again, of religion or source energy, or natural rebellion from that kind of life. I don't know, maybe some people kind of grew up super religious here, and it kind of really affected them in a negative way because they didn't find love or nurturing or care from this kind of religion or this the way that they were kind of brought up. Here, Pisces, I'm getting rebel with a cause, because it's like rebel without a cause, but it's rebel with a cause. It's like, this is why I naturally kind of rebelled, or this is kind of why I naturally kind of stepped away from this, or stepped away from this energy of maybe religion or connecting to source energy or doing any of that. And I'm not saying that's something that you need to do, but I just kind of get this pain involved wrap around that, or religion. So there's this natural energy of like kind of wanting to rebel from that, or wanting to rebel against the kind of status quo, because there's some kind of pain involved in this. We have the Queen of Cups here, which is kind of like my nurturing mother, my caring mother, the consoling, the forgiveness, the understanding, the compassion. You know, it's kind of like, again, a kind of feminine energy, caring, nurturing kind of energy here. I think it's like a mother and her newborn baby here, of just like, you know, loving it so much, caring for it so much, giving it so much compassion, giving it so much love here. And I truly think when we start kind of moving our energy into that, into the caring, into the loving, you know, into the people that celebrate us, into the people that really understand us and care for us, there starts to take this healing to take place for you, you know, when we start to give ourselves that much care, because we all deserve happiness, we all deserve love, we all deserve to be cared for here. You might be even connecting with some people that are feeling kind of really healing at the moment. I'm getting that as well. Pisces, like this is something I never had before. This is maybe a love or a type of care that I just haven't had before. And so this is all kind of new or kind of interesting for me. I'm getting that here, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of healing that takes place in these kind of 2 weeks for you. We do have the Ten of Swords energy, so just kind of this defeated energy. I think I'm on this Ten of Swords. I have the King of Cups in reverse, and I have the Empress coming up reversed here as well. The Empress can sometimes represent mother energy here. King of Cups can sometimes represent mature, either kind of water sign, so like yourself, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio here. In the reverse, it's someone that's emotionally cut off and blocked, especially kind of in the heart space here. They might show emotions, but it's kind of more in the negative emotions. It's more in the energy of, you know, being angry at someone or displacing how they're actually feeling onto someone else. I feel like there's this bit of kind of pain or hurt, especially with this kind of Ten of Swords here in this energy here for you, in this energy of maybe it was someone else who kind of acted that towards you here, and you're kind of realizing that now. You're just like, hey, this has kind of actually affected me a lot, or this has made me, you know, again, I feel a lot of like soul searching. I feel a lot of almost like therapy of kind of who we are and why we are the way we are right now. The Empress here as well could have been a mother who wasn't really caring or nurturing here for you too. It also can just be us kind of not feeling abundant, or not feeling happy in life, not feeling like things are kind of going our way for us, or feeling that kind of feminine energy here as well. Some of that could have been, some of you might have had situations with troubles with carrying a child or childbirth. If you are someone who can do that, I'm just saying that's popping up here as well. But again, it feels like there's just some pain that's kind of releasing itself or healing from itself here. But that kind of healing journey starts with you, right? There's no one who can really there's no one else who can kind of really do that for us. All right, this has been a long reading. Sorry, it's been going on, but I just kind of wanted to get that all out there for you, Pisces. I'm just gonna pull some oracle cards. Pisces, please. I think this is an important card to kind of have in this reading for you, Pisces, because it truly does feel it's kind of what is our third chakra, is where we kind of find our own power, and especially when we grow up or we're in situations where our energy was naturally kind of attacked, or we were made to feel small. It can be hard to kind of teach ourselves how to have our energy here in our solar plexus to really transform, be really like I am who I am kind of energy. All right, reversed. When this card is reversed, it indicates a low ebb in your energy and possibly a lack of purpose. You may have been feeling very fragmented lately, unable to rein in your scattered focus. If this is the case, it's time to become more centered and single-minded. You can choose to bring a greater sense of enthusiasm to your everyday life. Call for assistance of Archangel Camille to help you and harness your power and spin the dynamic center of your life forth expression. Gather up and direct your life force energy and bring an attitude and to enthusiasm to both your goals and your daily life. Affirmation: my third chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. I radiate a bright and vibrant life force energy. I feel excitement for all the things that I do. You also have the cosmic card here, which is our starseed oracle of the day. It's devotion, potency, and make your life a moving prayer. The cosmic card. When you surrender to a state of devotion, you find yourself flowing with all of life. You're being called to refocus your attention deep within, to the intelligence of your own heart, and bow out some deep reverence to the inner temple. To live your life in devotion to this place, to make your life one big moving prayer. Perhaps you felt a little off kilter lately, sensing that the potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little watered down or weak. Perhaps you've forgotten that what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is a call to take a moment and reconnect with your truth at the very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you're about and to devote your life on what you care about most, to turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. And that's some of the work that's kind of happening in the bottom here, it feels like. There are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now, you're being called to plant your soul seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with sweet waters of your own soul. Queen of Cups here. To lose yourself in the potency of what it is to the most expands your heart. To live your life according to what makes you feel alive, rather than what everyone else thinks. To make your life one big moving prayer. All right, Pisces. Transformation feeling like this week, or these 2 weeks for you. Sending you all the love and care, and I hope that helped.